Hey, I'm Matthew Robinson back again, and I'm here to give part 2 of my DVD collection update. Now, ever since I went to college, I actually had to give up on a lot of my DVDs, which are still back home in Cincinnati. But I wanted to share with you a couple that I actually own here in my little small library at Pepperdine University. So, let me show you a couple of ones that I have. First of all, one of my all-time favorite movies, I think one of the top 15 movies of the last decade, and probably would land in my top 20, 30 favorite films of all time. Unbreakable. This is the special Vista series collection, which they really didn't make a lot of the Vista series, but whatever. It's still a really cool DVD. I love the cover that comes out with it. Awesome, awesome movie. One of my favorite movies. As I've said, I also even own the soundtrack. That's how much I like this film. Bruce Willis, one of his best acting performances ever. Same with Samuel Jackson. M. Night Shyamalan, one of his best movies. It's probably his second best movie, only second to The Sixth Sense. Great, great film. Great, great soundtrack by James Newton Howard, one of my all-time favorites. You talk about great musicians, James Newton Howard is one of the greatest composers of all time, period. And that's what I think about this. If you haven't seen Unbreakable, you need to check it out, by the way. Also, another movie, maybe a guilty pleasure, G.I. Joe, Rise of the Cobra. Channing Tatum, not that great in this, but I really liked Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It's always fun to see Dennis Quaid, and Marlon Wayans and Rachel Nichols. Fun movie. Currently up for 4 awards, Razzies, so obviously not everyone agree with me, though I think the Razzies are a little weak this year. I mean, what, they have Transformers, G.I. Joe for like the worst movies of the year? What about Whiteout? What about 12 Rounds? What about, oh, there's a lot of bad movies that came out this year that are more deserving of the worst film, but I guess they like to pick on movies that did well at the box office, not movies that like didn't do that well, or just movies that were just a complete flop. I don't know, I guess, I don't know, the Razzies were a little off this year, I think. Personally, I think they could have chosen some really more terrible films. But anyway, I like G.I. Joe, and that's all that matters, and I own it. Okay, this is a movie that my brother gave me for Christmas one year. Burn After Reading, the Coen brothers film. They're the most financially successful film to date as far as box office sales. And it's pretty good. It's like not a great movie, but it's got its moments and it's pretty funny, and Brad Pitt really makes this movie enjoyable. So Burn After Reading is also in my DVD collection. Thanks, Jordan. One of my favorite movies, I think this is one of the best family films ever made. Galaxy Quest, starring Tim Allen, Sigourney Weaver, and Alan Rickman. Such a great film. If you are a Star Trek fan or you like the new Star Trek that came out this year, then you need to see Galaxy Quest if you haven't seen it, because it makes fun of like things like Star Trek and did I say Star Wars earlier? I hope I didn't say Star Wars, but Star Trek. It makes fun of stuff like Star Trek, but it makes fun of it, but it also lets the audience know that they love stuff like Star Trek. It's one of those like things like Shaun of the Dead. It's the Shaun of the Dead of space movies, like space operas. Really funny. And just a cool movie. Definitely worth seeing. This is the 10th anniversary edition. Check it out. Doesn't cost a lot of money. I think in most places you'll be able to find it for like $10, $15. So get Galaxy Quest. My father actually gave this for Christmas. It is Justice League Unlimited, the complete first season. And really cool. Me and my brother watched the entire first season during the Christmas break. It's just so much fun seeing this. It was one of the best. This was like the bookend of great cartoon TV shows. Like as far as like family TV shows, this was like the bookend. After Justice League Unlimited, they really just haven't been able to make cartoons as good anymore. I mean, the writing in this is incredible. Dwayne McDuffie is the head writer. Bruce Timm, just phenomenal how they are able to make something that is TV-wise 7 so applicable and so watchable for everyone else. Like, I'm 20 years old. My brother is 19, and watching this was just incredible because the writing is so sharp that you pick up on stuff that for other kids just goes right over their heads. I mean, there's really some adult themes that they tackle in this. great action, good story that they tell in the limited time that they have. I really recommend Justice League Unlimited. I cannot wait to get the other seasons. I'm also going to try to get Justice League of America. So worth it. And then the last one that I bought with my Christmas money is 500 Days of Summer, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel. This movie should have been nominated for Best Picture instead of The Blind Side. I don't know what the Oscars were thinking in that sense, but like I said, I can't really talk too much down about the Oscars because I don't want them coming back one day and saying, he didn't agree with us on something, so we're never going to give him an Academy Award. So I just want to say, though, 500 Days of Summer, this is an Oscar caliber movie. I think it's one of those movies that people are going to look back and say, how did this movie not get all this Oscar attention? It's just one of those movies that for some reason it just ran out of steam at the wrong time. And 500 Days of Summer, it's one of the better romantic comedies ever made. Certainly one of the better romantic comedies I've probably seen. Probably like the last really great romantic comedy I saw was like Hitch or Love Actually. This is really, really good. It's really smart, and it's something that I think a lot of more males are going to like this movie than females, just because it's told from the male's perspective. So that's my DVD collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stay tuned for the rest of my videos. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and until next time, it's on.